Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
All right. Season 5, Episode 9, Fargo. Thank God. I've been waiting. It's the best show on TV. Thank you for existing. Here we go.
Help! Help! Oh, help! Help! Help!
An old woman watches young men play a game. And yet, you killed her. Quiet.
Wait! Oh, please!
Like,
Okay. Okay.
so
Super.
her legs are still chained?
It wouldn't matter. She can break, things.
Yeah.
Handcuffs. With a crooked nail.
Oh, this guy's dead.
His cell was turned off at 11:45
Yeah,
last
sure.
night.
Where?
Stark County.
All patriots respond. I have a military
patriots
ambush inbound,
respond.
and this is America's sheriff issuing a call to arms. They
Okay.
came for Ammon and Lavoy. And don't be fooled. After they murder me, they're coming for you next. We'll show these godless Huns how a
I will say
patriot
this.
does the singing. Hooah!
Yeah. It's in YMCA. I'm telling you, Fargo's political narrative is so cringy. They just added to it. This might be funny though.
Yo.
Yo, man.
Young man.
Young man.
Young
Young man.
Poor song choice, but it's hilarious.
Mommy? Where are you?
Let me talk to her, honey.
Daddy wants to talk to you.
Ooh, look behind her.
This dude might turn to a savage to save her.
Hang up the phone.
Holy shit.
It's the old you,
Who's there with you?
but not you.
Fucking killing myself.
Bro, she just wrecked her shit like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shit. I was
She's done.
waiting for it. Damn, like that. She's just asleep. Oh, nice. She
Better be
kosher pizza.
She's gonna burn the whole motherfucker down.
Ain't the kids? Oh, the kids left.
And then you're gonna fire a gun in that same. He
You
doesn't.
don't
He
give a
doesn't
fuck.
give a shit.
Yeah.
God damn.
Proving her point. What did he do to get that money? Oh, that's the money he gave this guy,
To pay the guy.
and he stole it back from him.
Yeah.
Kid stole it back from him.
To pay the guy that he's now kidnapped by,
Yeah.
or the fire guy. Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Where's Danish? Have you seen him?
Killed.
Why killed him?
Oh, she's hurt.
What was he even doing there?
She's hurt
Me.
by that. The Ice Queen is hurt by that. Okay.
Oh man.
For now.
No.
She's been showing more and more emotion as the episodes go by. I'm just saying.
Listen to me.
Any chance they surrender?
No, sir. These guys talk about 1776 like it's Six Flags. They're here to fight.
Sir? Wait for
Bro.
state police. I got news on the hostage. If there's a
Message.
hostage- Don't look at me. He's your man.
I see a lot of build-up. Where do we go from here?
And a lot of guys
Just
that don't
saying.
mean anything. And a lot of guys that don't mean anything.
Like, yeah, even that the guy we just met is like, who are you? Got it. If he dies, I won't feel bad about it. Just saying. TV show sense.
I'm asking.
Is he the big dick over John Duttonham?
Sounds like didn't sound like it.
Remember
No,
in
it
the remember in the
didn't
car?
sound like
No. Remember in the car when she's talking back to him? He's like, "Yo, shut your fucking mouth." And he's like talking to John Duttonham. Like he dismisses her and keeps moving. This dude might have like leverage, or not leverage, but
Yeah.
like
No, he's
a
not
thing
like he's
over
not.
him.
Yeah.
You're on my land.
He might be
Sheriff, I'm FBI
John
SAC
Duttonham
Town
Senior,
Doherty. I have
like
tactical command.
as far as
I have a
rank
warrant to search
goes.
This property.
Not witches hunting men, but men killing women to keep them in line.
Well, I tell you what, there's about a battalion of gunslingers out there with no sense of humor that are burning rubber to come penetrate you from behind. So,
Oh shit.
you, I'd get
Wow.
out of here. Now,
Oh fuck! It's too many timestamps to keep.
He's
up
gonna
with them.
execute him right in front of everybody.
go and live, or stay and die.
That's when you take him out. You just open fire right there. Turned his back on you. Smells bad.
Dead body right there. Looks like.
Yeah. It's the guy.
The lawyer. The lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait here.
Along with Linda. Alright.
Maybe. What's that?
His eye patch. It looks like.
Okay. Could be a body.
I don't know what that is. To be honest with you.
I think that was a body. Or half a body.
And returned. Still a hand, but now without function. Here is your hand.
He just gave him.
Dis-
Okay.
Disappears in the mist, I guess.
Quiet.
Alright.
Okay.
Daddy, I'm scared.
So, okay, so he can be a savior now. This is his redemption.
God,
Man,
I don't want to see one. It's like, it's Theon getting a fucking redemption. I don't want to see it. To be honest with you. But whatever. We'll
Fast
see.
and quiet, silencers on. This story will not end with us crushing the victim with a helping hand.
Why would they
Got it.
listen? Never
Don't
mind.
shoot the hostage, clear?
That's actually funny.
Instruction. Yeah.
Hey guys, don't shoot the hostage. Okay, boss. What does that mean? I thought that might have been stupider than I thought, but it wasn't. I'm like, who gave this guy authority anyways? But whatever. And there you go.
What?
That's got to be the friar.
I hope it's the cops.
It's the friar.
That's the
man.
best.
Looking for the tiger.
The tiger can come out now.
Yeah.
To fight a tiger in a cage. It's not a fair fight.
Chains off.
Now the tiger is free.
Like he just killed John Duttonham's top guy, right?
This episode ended just how it's Hollywood. They were gonna milk it
Fuck.
and concluded the following episode.
I just want to
What'd
say
you
this.
say?
Good. Good.
Anthony, what'd you say?
They're gonna milk it or something like that.
Oh no, I said this episode went down exactly how I thought it would. Like they were fucking milking till
Oh
the
yeah.
concluded in the following episode.
To me, this is by far their worst episode.
Yeah, it's bad.
And it's right before probably their season finale, which would be episode 10. My guess. And it's like, what a shame that you do that here. I don't know. This was not the same quality that I was used to
No, it's rough.
for the prior, even the filler episode. The last episode before this was filler for me. Even though it was still interesting, it was still filler. To me, it was still filler. And then this episode was, it was a drag on to lead to season or episode 10. It was a drag on. It wasn't even filler. It was a drag to get us to the next episode. They tried to make sure nothing really happened in order to get us to the last episode, man. It's like, oh, come on, do that in another episode, man.
What? Like, how did them trying to make the crazy guy out to be good in this ruins the whole storyline?
The friar haircut, dude. That dude.
From what originally caused her to get known was was this guy.
Hired by John Dunham, yeah.
Yeah.
In the first episode, yeah.
Like, caused her to be, like, on the radar, right? Or did John Dunham already have her on the radar?
No. This guy and whatever idiot he was working with basically did the work to find her, I believe. And once they did, that's when the rabbit hole kind of broke open. And then the story started going from there. That's what it looked like.
So is this acceptable?
For me, I don't like this episode at all.
No, I mean that part specifically about the friar.
What? Putting his hand out and saying, "Oh, please come here, and here's a gun." And
I thought he was gonna like kill her, but no, he hands it over and just like, is that okay for you?
He obviously had some sort of respect for her, like, oh, she's dangerous. But I thought it was like you're a dangerous threat. I don't, fuck with, it's worse to fuck with Mama Bear's cubs than it is to fuck with Mama Bear herself. If that makes sense, because Mama Bear will fuck you up for fucking with their cubs, type of thing. I thought there was like some sort of respect in that regard, type of thing. Yeah, it was about a tiger, I guess, but it's the same kind of principle.
Bro.
Yeah, like oh, your back's against the wall. If I fuck with you, then you're gonna fuck me up. But there was no interaction between the two, other than this, to where it's like, oh shit, I don't know. It's not teaming. It's an open respect for I guess what he calls the tiger, which is Nadine, right, or Dorothy. And like I don't buy that. I don't think that was built. Was that built? I don't think that was built.
Nope.
I think that's just thrown in there because they're using our expectations against us, and then
did he call her a tiger at any point previously?
Since episode one, I think he called her that, which is fine, but there was no like, oh, this is a tiger and I must like work on her team and help her. There was none of that there. You can see that maybe that's a possibility, but it wasn't like this is a given that this is going to happen, right? It's more of, I would think we need to see more of that dude doing shit in the world, and then it's like, oh, okay, he's going to support her, rather than fuck whatever we saw. I don't know. I don't like it. I think this is the worst episode they've done so far.
Oh, I'm pretty sure of the redemption for the kid now that I think about it. He paid for his sins with his eyes.
Oh, come on. He's supposed to get a
I
jump-free
think
thing, in my opinion. But whatever.
I think they're doing that. He paid for his sins.
Maybe. Well, they were making him a victim, right? In the one episode when Dorothy has a vision, right, where she sees Linda and that dude, what's his name? Spider or something like some shit like that. Whatever his name is. He's the son of Linda. So he's kind of like a victim. And then it gets emphasized even the episode after that, which is the last episode, where Dorothy doesn't realize that Linda's dead, but he knows.
Right.
He knows that.
And now she knows.
Yeah, now she knows.
Because Roy said it straight up.
But they're doing it like he's some sort of victim of all of this instead of a perpetrator. It's gonna end up just being Roy, I guess, who's the big bad guy, evil thing that needs to die, type of thing. Like, okay, if you execute it, then fine. If you do it to where I'm like, okay, this is good cinema to me, fine. But this episode was not that for me. I thought this was a like a. You did filler, now you're just doing filler, and it bothers me. I'm sure your last episode will be way better than the last couple episodes. I'm sure of that, but at the same time does not make me excuse or look past what you've given me up to that point. So that's where I'm at with this. This episode was not very good to me. Anyone else who've been watching the show? Do you have any thoughts?
No, pretty much the same thing. Yeah, it's like it drags. It's like it started off like, oh, this it's kind of fast paced, and then I realized like when she called her husband shit, I'm like, oh, this is not going anywhere. like fucking the lady pulls up with the shotgun. They talk. She takes the shotgun from her. She hides.
It turns into a bolt action rifle.
Keeps hiding. Moves from one place to the other. Calls a lady for like a dramatic conversation where like she realized like her stepmom. I mean her mother-in-law actually wants to help her. Is doing all these things to help her.
Yeah.
And then it became the conversations with the FBI and the cops.
Yeah.
Even that was weird. Like, so they're ready to go into the ranch, and these guys are pointing guns at them. And it's like it still seems like it's cordial. It's just standard operating procedure. Like, yeah, we're gonna come in. He has that conversation with them. And it's like, oh man, they're literally milking the clock on the fucking runtime. The whole episode.
Right. I got a judge to sign the warrant.
Filler on steroids.
I feel like left off from the last episode. That's what I feel like. Like you just left off with a little bit more detail, I guess, but I still feel left off. Like you left me in the wind. And that's not a good feeling for a TV show for me.
Those trained SWAT officers would not do anything like that if someone had guns on them like that.
Well, forget about what would happen in real life. It's more about the logic of the show.
The logic of the show
and where they've gone. And I'm sorry, this leaves me kind of empty-handed. It feels like, which I get it. You should save everything for the last episode. I get that, but at the same time, I have to point it out. Like I'm sorry. I'm not a I don't know what the word would be.
Yeah. Well,
like
like,
a fanboy for anything. Like I'll call it out the way I see it, and that didn't feel so good watching this episode.
If you're looking at, I don't know, like it's almost like watching this episode made me think of how much did they really plan out? You know what I mean? Like how much did they plan out? How big was the story they were trying to tell? Because
Sure.
it's like it doesn't make sense. This episode doesn't make sense except I need an episode to make it 10. I needed to make it 10, so I made this episode, and I told you absolutely nothing. Like the stakes aren't even like felt.
Like, why not just make it 9? Why do you have to go to 10? Like, just make it 9 then. If this is where like your mind stops working, it's like, oh, all I have is a conclusion left. But we need 10 episodes, so let's do some bullshit and then lead up to 10. Like, no, you don't need to do that, man. Just make it 9 then. Fuck that. But maybe with the stupidity of studios and all that shit.
Also, they probably had if I had to guess, they probably had 2 choices. They could do what they did, which was end the episode right before they go into battle, or try to start the battle this episode and find a way to leave it as a cliffhanger for the next episode.
True.
And they chose to I think they chose the worst option.
I hope it's not. I hope it's not. Go ahead, Dub, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to prepare you both right now. Prepare for slow motion.
Stop.
Okay.
I doubt.
You know you're getting it in this next episode. Fucking 40 guys on both sides.
I'm looking at a
drawn
dumber
on each
picture
other.
right now. I'm looking at a dumber picture right now. I hope it's not something where it's like TV bullshit, to where it's like, this is conspiracy theory, so anyone can dump on me for this, audience or you guys. But if it's straight up like, yo, True Detective is coming out this weekend and we need to compete with them, so our next episode we needed to keep up with
Max Payne.
I'm just saying.
True Detective comes out this Sunday?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
it comes out. Yes, that's a good thing. But at the same time, like, I'm wondering if they're like, let's save some stuff for when this comes out. We can maybe take some applaud or reviews or whatever the fuck. We can take some shit from there, and that's my conspiracy mind coming out. It's the quiet voice in the back of my head looking at shit like this.
Based on like other seasons, I can tell there's gonna be a fight. Gonna last maybe 35 to 40 minutes, and then they're gonna have a conclusion, showing you a montage or a time jump of what happened after the fact of the fight.
Reunite with the family.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
As long as it's something that makes me forget about this episode, I'm with it. I'm so down.
Yeah.
Like, even for filler, this is forgettable. The last episode was filler too, in my opinion, and it felt like filler. But there was more of a build. There's build up.
No, this episode is like robbery.
This is like nothing's happening, so wait till next week.
Yeah,
they're doing that shit.
They're gonna do it.
There's some stuff like
one more. There was like one more episode like that, but even that episode, like the episode where her husband's introduced, the cop's husband. But that episode wasn't that. A lot happened though. That episode wasn't that bad.
She's gonna.
We called that. I think that was episode 3 or something. We called that filler too, but it was still. I don't know. There was something to it that wasn't in this episode.
Yeah, but like, dude, like honestly, like no, like you're saying, like we gotta point shit out. There's definitely been a dip from, what is it like? Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Maybe 4 or 5 till now, and in 4 or 5, we're starting to see a dip from 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
As far as episodes, so it's like
Two
they had a really
episodes ago.
They had a really cool concept. They had a really cool themes. And then I guess it's like how do we end this now? How do we flesh out a
scary. Stop putting scary thoughts in my head, Anthony. I don't want to hear that shit.
All right, bro. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Like, I think the last several episodes were pretty good. This one was, to me, the worst. This is the worst episode I've seen in this show. in the season, my dad, so far. But
Hey, did you figure out who hit her with the truck?
No.
no,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know. For some reason, it was better than this.
That was a good episode too, though. That was a good episode.
It's just you're telling me people are trying to you're giving me Game of Thrones flashbacks where it's like, oh, they're just trying to end the show so they can move on to something else or whatever the fuck.
Well, no, I don't. I wouldn't say that. I would say, I'd say it's like fucking like 80%, 85%. We're gonna get a really good episode, really good conclusion. I'd say that.
She's
So
gonna
this-
do something morbid to kill him.
So even like this, like even like me bitching about this episode, would still have to say that like the season was overall very, very successful. And now like they would have to do something egregious in the next episode for me to change that opinion.
But ending is key, Anthony. If
I'm not-
this ending
we're
is
not there
mediocre, if it's not, let's say it's not burned to ground Game of Thrones shit, but it's just mediocre, it's still bad for me.
Yes.
Considering
No, I
where
agree.
the standard I'm like looking at the
I
show
have
at.
high hope. I have high hopes that won't happen, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's something to be said about how other seasons have ended. How has the last episode been?
Don't remind me.
then-
You're doing it again. Stop it.
All right, bro.
You're putting bad thoughts in my head, Anthony. I don't want to hear these bad thoughts, but I don't want to hear them. I don't want to think
I'm
about
being
shit like
honest,
that.
Like I guarantee you,
These guys talk
guarantee
about
you-
1776.
I guarantee
like
you it's gonna
theme
be
park.
like it's gonna be a 70-30 split. 70% of the episode is the conclusion of John John.
John Duttonham, yeah.
We're gonna get the montage. After that, like, oh, the family reunites. The lady and Dorothy, they fucking they have like that Schwarzenegger hands.
What's like the fucking pound at the end of the show? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Pause. Like, yeah.
They're gonna have that.
Biceps flexing. I don't want to see that. Stop it. He's trying to drag me down, folks. Don't listen
I'm
to him.
done, bro. I'm done.
She's
I'm done.
gonna
He's
kill him.
trying to drag me down. I have high hopes. Do
I'm
not
done.
drag me down with this
She's
shit.
gonna kill
I
him with
don't want
magic.
that. I
bro.
don't want this to be the case, bro. I don't want this.
She's gonna kill him with magic. I promise you that.
Oh my god. Can you imagine? Just
Like not magic, but like something that like something a girl couldn't do. Basically, they're gonna go there.
okay, he's going culture warrior shit. I think Dubster.
They're gonna.
It's made
I
up.
see
It's made up
okay.
shit. So if they do it right, I won't give a shit. But
I got another prediction. I think the guy that saved her, that kid that took the eyes out, he's dying.
oh yeah. I
I
thought he was
don't-
dead from the couple
I
of
think
seconds I
he's
saw him in the beginning of the show. I'm like, yo, this
Redemption.
is gonna die.
I think he's paid his redemption.
No.
Lost
I don't mean.
eyes.
I don't mean the dipshit. I mean the guy that took his eyes out.
Oh, the
He's
friar.
gonna die. If I had to guess, he's gonna die.
All right. I mean, I don't know. I could see.
Neither
see
here
that.
nor there. Yeah,
I see
neither
that,
here
like,
nor there. I'm just based on how he's like going. It's like, oh, this guy's on a mission, and once the mission's done,
Yeah,
But homeboy's gotta die though, right? With his eyeballs gone and shit now.
I sure hope so.
He's gotta go, right?
I think he's paid. He's the redemption
He
character.
might
If
get a
they
see.
give him a Theon
he might
shit,
get a
I swear to
Theon.
God.
I mean, Theon died, bro. He better. So this guy got Theon wasn't as egregious as this.
He might save her and die. That's true. That's possible.
Nah, it can't be. Maybe. Fuck, you might be right. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see the redemption death. I don't want to see like.
How's the blind dude save you? He bumps into you.
He spears someone into a pit of fire like the fucking hound did.
He
Love it.
smells you out and fucking spears you out of the way.
Goldberg.
Whatever. All right, there's season 5, episode 9 of Fargo. I was expecting more, but I don't feel like I got it, but we'll see you next week for this. It is what it is.